Hi again, it's Janet, and I am back here to talk to you about Sell from the Heart, 7 Easy Steps to Increase Sales, and we are on video 1 of our 3-part video series. I call this process that I'm going to teach you offer service. It's a little bit of a different way to reframe sales. Your offer is the most important thing for you to do prior to starting into the sales process, which is actually going to be called service. Consider your offer your product. So in any good sales strategy, you must know product knowledge. So underneath this video, you will find a PDF, which you should print out, and you will be able to follow along. It will serve as a template as I go through the program. At the end of the program, you will have all of the templates, which will be combined into one big template that you can use for your own notes when you are on a sales call with a prospect. So let's get the template now and talk about your offer. And I have mine here as well. So the first thing we want to do is we want to clarify what it is that you are really bringing to the marketplace. In your own mind, it's important to know what you do. And believe it or not, a lot of people don't. They have some idea of what they do, but they really can't sum it up in a concise way. So we are going to learn that that's the first stage. Before we can even think about selling our services to somebody, we have to know what the heck it is we do. So let's go through this. I help who, meaning who is the niche that you're targeting, do what so that they can, what's the benefit? Now, for my business, I would say I help entrepreneurs close more sales so they can enjoy financial freedom. If you are helping moms and you're working on organization and time management with them, you might say, I help busy moms get organized so they can spend more time with their kids. Or you might be targeting small business owners for their QuickBooks and finances. I help small business owners with their accounting so they can focus on their core business. Or I help managers reduce stress so they can become more effective leaders. So this is homework for you to really get clear on what it is you're offering, who you're offering it to, and what the benefit is of your offer to the client. Once you've done that, it's important to go through and think about the components that you're offering within that service and to bullet point them. You may have 3 or 4 bullet points, or you may have 10 bullet points of different things that you do for clients within the service that you're going to be offering. So to make it a little easier, I have put it down, listed the bullet points for my business. So if you look at the bottom of the form, the template, I have listed that I do monthly sales training webinars. I offer a customized sales and marketing strategy. I conduct 3 one-on-one strategy calls each month with the client. They get accountability coaching, done for you website, SEO, blog, whatever technical components are required to put a business structure into place, and then a step-by-step implementation plan. So I'm very clear on what it is that I'm going to offer. Now we move into the steps of the sales process, and there are 7 steps, and they spell out the word service. So each letter of the word service is a different step in the process. So let's start with the first step, which is S, set an appointment. It's important to set an appointment other than on the fly. So yes, you're going to go to networking events. And when you're at networking events, your goal is not going to be to sell your services. It's not going to be to tell as many people as you can about what you do. It's really going to be to set appointments. So anytime that you meet somebody who you can identify is a good prospect for you, then you want to set an appointment with that person. And an appointment is a 20 to 30 minute phone conversation. And when you request it, you usually ask for 20 minutes of their time. Now, when you do go to a networking event or you meet somebody, because you have gotten very clear on your offer, you'll have what is frequently known as your elevator pitch, which again, in my case, would be people say, what do you do? I say, I help entrepreneurs close more sales so they can have financial freedom. You will have that already down pat. So now you're looking for people who have an interest in that. Now, you may have people that are already in your network. You may have people that you have in your database, in your Outlook, on your Facebook group, or it could just be people you may already have a list. Whatever it is, these are the people who you're going to request an appointment with. And the key in this step is that when you set an appointment, you need to keep it concise and just set an appointment without going into any level of detail. So I would highly suggest that you use an email approach and that you use it pretty much what you see here and don't deviate too much from it. Don't embellish it at all with what you do or why you want to meet with them over and above that you just would like to have a chat with them, to talk with them about, in my case, their business, and then I'm very interested to learn more about what they do. And then offer times that are good for you to meet. And it's a great idea if you use a time trade or some sort of an online scheduler that you actually provide that so you don't even have to go back and forth with figuring out a time. But the idea of setting the appointment is that you're controlling the environment where you're actually going to have this sales conversation. It doesn't take a long time, but there's not a distraction going on like if you're at a party or a networking event or somewhere that is full of distractions. Okay, so there's some examples here on the page which you can go through, which will help you to determine what you want your email to say. And if you have any questions in this part of the process, you can always email me and we will go through that. Again, it's janet@inboundsalesgrowth.com, and I will be more than happy to help you with that short little email that you're going to use to set your appointment. Step 2 is E, and that is explore their situation. It's really important once you get them on the phone to thank them for taking the short time to meet with you and tell them again that you really want to hear about their business and get their insights as to how they're doing. So you have a series of questions on the template here that are what are known as open-ended questions. And the idea is not to ask a question that has a yes or no answer, but to ask a question that allows them to expand upon information that you will jot down and use later. So here are the kinds of questions that you would want to ask. Tell me about your business. What are you passionate about? What makes you want to do it? What's the driving force behind it? What's your what sometimes I call it the selfish reason for doing what you do. What is your goal? In my case, I would want to know the financial goal. You want to make $5,000 a month. Where are you now in relation to that? Oh, well, I'm just starting out. I don't have any clients. Okay, now we've established the gap and we know what it is that we're going to be targeting as a goal when we actually put a program into place. What's the biggest challenge? This is a really important thing to know. What is in their way? Because if you can show them a way to get that out of the way and then lay out some kind of a solution that will help them with whatever it is their goal is, then it's going to be a no-brainer that they're going to want to do business with you. How have you tried to resolve this so far? That's another really great thing to know. What are their struggles? What have they tried that hasn't worked? What is going to make you different when you make an offer from what they've already tried and failed at? And a really important question is, how would your life be different if you had that outcome? And again, I look at it as, well, if I was making $5,000 a month, I wouldn't have to have my kids in daycare. I would be able to afford to send them to a better school. I would be able to spend more time with them. I would have, my husband wouldn't have to work so much overtime. Whatever the reasons are. In my case, hey, I want to travel. So I want disposable income. I want to take my grandkids to Disney World. Those are important things to me. But every person has something behind just achieving the goal. There's really a selfish reason, and there's some great outcome that they anticipate by reaching that goal. So you want to uncover that with them. So that's it for today. You've got your homework. Do your homework, and I will see you back here tomorrow, and we will be talking about the next 3 steps. We've done S and E, and we're going to talk about R, V, and I tomorrow. So I look forward to it, and have a great day.